plant reproduction. We have to learn about the non-flowering plants and how do non-flowering plants produce a new plants. So some examples of non-flowering plants are fern, pine, etc. So we have to learn about how they produce the new plants. Then again, we have to learn about the crops, then types of crop, kharif crop and rabi crop. Then some agricultural practices means what methods required for the production of crops and the storage of crops.
But students, do you know how non-flowering plants produce a new plants? So, non-flowering plants are plants that reproduce by spores. Some examples of non-flowering plants are mosses, ferns. They do not have the flowers or fruits. They produce cones with seeds. The seeds give rise to new plants. Mosses and ferns reproduce from spores. They are green and they can make their own food material. Students, another example is ferns. Ferns are the plant that produce through spores which are found on the underside of leaves. Fern can be found in the damp and shady places. Then they have the roots, feathery leaves and underground stems. Next topic is crops. Dear students, we have seen farmers grow different kinds of crops in a different season. The kinds of crop grown in a particular place, they depends upon the type of soil and the availability of water and the climate of the place. So these crops classified into two types, kharif crop and rabi crops. So what is kharif crops? Based on the growing periods of a crop, the kharif crops are generally planted in the month of June and harvested in the October. For example, rice, then maize are the examples of kharif crop. Next is rabi crop. So rabi crop, they are generally planted in the month of November and harvested in the April month. For example, wheat, barley, pea and gram are the rabi crops. Here are some examples of kharif crops and rabi crops. One of the most important topic is agriculture. Now what is agriculture? Agriculture is the science of growing crops. For good and healthy crops, farmers needed some important practices. So first one is till the soil and add manure to the field. Second, sow seeds of good quality. Last one, irrigate or watering the crops at regular intervals. Then they required the removal of weeds, means some wild plants must be removed from the crops that grow in the field. Spray the chemicals or pesticides to destroy plants' pests. Certain insects and fungi that destroy plants are called plant pests. Next one is protection of the crop. It is very important that crops must be protected from the grazing animals. And last one, we have to harvest the crops from the grazing animals and other climatic conditions. So the process of gathering of mature crop at a proper time and its stored safely till the produce is sold in the market.
Understood the topic very well. Thank you.